Hastings now sets back in a prevent style offense. They have Jack Logan, Matt Sivright, Tim Bragg, and Blake Considine lined up all the way back at the 20-yard line. And it looks like Magnus is going to run a play. A blast dropped in the backfield, actually close to a safety, as he was stopped at the 1.
Timeout, Hastings.
Hastings calls a timeout. "11 seconds showing on the unofficial clock." Ball looks to be on the 2-yard line from up here. Jackets really couldn't have played better in the first half. Besides that opening 30-yard touchdown by the Falcons, the Jackets have looked very strong on the defensive side of the ball. And offensively, you can't argue with 19 points. It's a great job. Don't forget, Friday night, October 12th, October 11th, Hastings will play in Dobbs under the lights at 7 o'clock. Falcons ran up the middle.
Timeout.
And Hastings calls a timeout again. But a Friday night game, 7 o'clock under the lights in Dobbs at Gould Field. Come and see the rivalry between these two towns. Coach Vaccaro, in my mind, doing a smart thing here. Albertus Magnus has turned the ball over 3 times. It is late in the first half. There could be maybe only 10 seconds left on the clock. But if they fumble a snap, or maybe they lose a couple yards, it could easily be a safety or a turnover, and then the Jackets can just punch it in. So Coach Vaccaro is showing that he knows this game isn't near over. It's only a 2-score lead, and he's not going to just let Magnus finish out the first half without some work. It's 3rd down and 12 from the 1. Quarterback just fell on the football. And that ends the half. Your Hastings Yellow Jackets lead 19-7 as the first half comes to a close. We'll be right back with second half action. Kick is away. Fielded from their own 15. Running hard up the middle and brought down at the 35. Albertus Magnus will start off from their own 34. A very special thank you to Joe Myers from Real Estate Mortgage Network for donating the lights, making it possible for us to play this night game here. Well, the rain has slowed and come to close to a stop as the give is right brought down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Second down and 10. Albertus from the 35. Back to pass is Duffy, and Solustri comes in and smacks him down to the ground. Nicky Solustri with a huge sack. Duffy brought back 10 yards all the way to his own 24.
Loss on the play of 10.
Practically a 10-yard loss on that sack. So it'll be third down and 20 for the Falcons from their own 25. We are just underway here in the second half. Jackets leading 19-7. Duffy to pass. On the screen. Makes one man miss, and Fahey has some room down the sideline. He's got the first down and more as he runs over a Jacket. And he's finally brought down at the 44.
That stop made by number 88.
A 30-yard pickup.
Right.
Duffy now 3 of 9 for 65 yards, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. First and 10 from the 45. Fahey tripped up at the line.
No gain on the play. Ball is spotted on the Hastings 45. Second and
It'll be second down and 10 from the Jacket 45. Nine minutes remaining here in the third quarter. They pitch it left. And he bulls his way forward for 6.
ball carrier run out of bounds by number 55. Matt Manchester. Gain of 7.
That was Ronald Lewis on the carry. Lewis now 7 carries for 44 yards. The Falcons' backs have been able to rack up a bunch of yardage, but they've only hit pay dirt once. Third down and a short 4. Pitch right, ball comes loose, and the Jackets fall on it, but it popped loose again. We'll see who has possession. Jackets say they have recovered. And indeed they have.
Recovered by Hastings. They take over first down on their own 40.
So Albertus Magnus commits their 4th turnover of the ball game. And the Jackets start off in excellent field position at their own 43. First and 10. They run DeVasto over the tackle, and he flies forward for 9.
Ball carrier number 36, Mike DeVasto.
That's DeVasto's 2nd carry. He's got 11 total yards.
Gain of 8. Second down.
Special thanks to the Real Estate Mortgage Network Incorporation in Dobbs Ferry and Joe Myers for donating the lights. Second and short. Salustri gets the carry, slipping his way through defenders, and he leans forward for the first down.
Ball carrier number 30, Nick Salustri. First down, Hastings.
Jackets into Falcon territory to the 47. First and 10. DeVasto gets the carry off tackle, and he picks up a couple. Sean Ashman now will check back into the ball game. It'll be second down and 6 from the 44. 6:12 remaining in the third quarter. Jackets holding on to a 19-7 lead. They run the jet sweep. This is Logan to the outside. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and long for Hastings. Jack Logan now has 8 carries for 21 yards. 1 touchdown, and he also has a big interception. Third and 5. Ball now to the Falcon 41. DeVasto gets the carry. He's going to be stuffed at the line. He had nowhere to run there.
Ball carrier number 36, Mike DeVasto. No gain on the play. Fourth down.
Jackets are going to punt the ball away as they send the punt team out.
Why did you want to kick out?
Back to kick for Hastings, number 6.
Joe Flaherty will kick the ball away.
Joe Flaherty.
Back to receive is Ronald Lewis. Flaherty gets a line drive kick. It takes a jacket bounce, and it's going to be downed by Noah Berger inside the 5 at the 2. So Noah Berger came up huge on the last punt, downing it at the 2. He does it again here. Solid kick by Flaherty.
Number 29, Noah Berger.
And Albertus Magnus will have 99 yards to go to get in the end zone. Ball was down. From here, it looks like he was down at the inch line.
He goes outside here.
Look for Hastings to send the house here, try to get a safety. First and 10 from their own 1. Duffy to pass, under pressure, and he's brought down in the end zone. That's a safety. Nicky Salustri puts 2 points on the board for the Jackets.
What was that? An incomplete pass?
But they're ruling that he got rid of the football.
No gain on the play. Second down.
So they're ruling that he was out of the pocket, he let the ball go, and he was not in the grasp of Salustri. So take those 2 points off the board. I spoke too quickly. It'll be second down and 10. They run it up the gut for a couple.
What do you want to do at the ends here, Coach? I don't want him outside.
Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Give Fahey 2 yards on the play. He's got 25 yards total rushing today. It'll be 3rd down and 8 from their own 3. Duffy gets tripped up. Somehow he handed the ball off before he went to the ground. And a nice pickup for the Falcons, close to a 1st down.
Gain of 7 on the play. 4th down.
But it'll be 4th down and 1. Albertus Magnus will be forced to punt the ball away. Hastings sends out a very special thank you to Joe Myers of Real Estate Mortgage Network in Dobbs Ferry. They donated the lights, making it possible for this home night game, the first ever in Hastings High School history. The Falcons show punt. Good snap. And a high kick. Jackets let it bounce down and run away from it. It'll be down at the 38.
Ball is down.
So Hastings will have excellent field position.
Hastings takes over. 1st and 10. Ball is spotted on the Albertus Magnus 37-yard line.
Celestri gets the call to the left. Picks up 3.
Ball carrier number 30, Nick Celestri.
You talk about starting off in excellent field position. Jackets have started off at the Falcon 34, their own 34, the Falcon 12, the Falcon 43, their own 43, and now the Falcon 38. They've had fantastic field position all day to start. That's a key to winning a ball game. You can start off with great field position and you have a short field to go with every time. Considine to pass, fires towards Sivright, but the ball went in and out of his hands. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Blake Considine is now 2 of 5 for 28 yards and a touchdown pass. Both receptions went to Joe Flaherty, who checks into the game. It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 33. Falcons continue to stuff the box. That's why Matt Sivright was wide open on that last play. Considine to pass again. He threw it into the flat to Logan, incomplete, and it'll be 4th down.
13, Jack Logan. 4th down. On the punt for Hastings, number 6, Joe Flaherty.
Well, maybe Jack Logan had a little bit of trouble seeing the ball with the lights that Joe Myers donated right in his face. Flaherty to kick the ball away. High snap. And under pressure, Flaherty gets it off. Kick takes a bounce into the end zone. So it'll be touched back,
To the end zone.
and the Falcons will start off at their own 20.
Ball will be spotted on the Albertus Magnus 20-yard line. First down.
Well, you talk about a game of field position. The Falcons started off the game with their best field position of the day at their own 49, and it started off downhill from there. Each drive, they started at their own 47, their own 14, their own 33, their own 12, their own 2, their own 34, their own 1, and now their own 20. Jackets have also only committed 1 turnover, while the Falcons have committed 4. First and 10.
Outside.
Pitch left to Fahey, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield nicely by Nicky Salustri.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 13 to go.
Second down and 13. Ball spotted back at the Falcons 17-yard line. 2 men split out to the right. Duffy pitches it out, and this is Fahey. But a nice job by Matt Sivright stepping up and making the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
That was a nice job by the Jackets of covering the option. They got a good hit on the quarterback, and Sivright did his job maintaining responsibility on the pitchman.
That's the end.
That ends the third quarter. Third quarter was scoreless. Jackets still have a 19-7 lead heading into quarter number 4. Jackets defense has really bared down. They've allowed 150 yards of total offense. Well, it seems like the rain has returned as we're getting pelted here in the scaffold. Nice wind, too. But the rain's been the story of the day, keeping the ball on the ground for the most part to be safe. Well, forcing the teams to keep the ball on the ground. But it's tough. You got to play hard-nosed football in the rain when it's slippery and muddy out. And both teams have done a nice job of doing that. Of course, a lot of mud gets on the football. You've seen turnovers today because of that. 5 turnovers total in the ball game. So coming in, you knew the team that held on to the ball was going to win. And Jackets have forced 4 turnovers and lead 19-7. Third down and 13 from his own 18. As Duffy is over center. Pitch left, and it's a pass play. They fire it long. Pass well overthrown.
Incomplete pass.
And that'll bring up 4th and 13.
Third down. Fourth down, rather. And 12 to go.
Well, we told you Albertus Magnus has the shenanigans in the playbook. You saw it right there. but they just couldn't connect on it as Tim Bragg did not bite and maintained his coverage. Back to receive will be Tim Bragg and Jack Logan. 4th down and 13 from the 17. Good snap. Line drive kick. Logan from the 42, streaking down the sideline, has some room, slipping tacklers, and is brought down at the 17. So he gets back to the Falcons' original line of scrimmage. And once again, the Jackets will have a very short field to work with as they'll start off at the Falcon 18-yard line.
On their own, on the Albertus Magnus 19-yard line.
11 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Jackets leading 19-7. 1st and 10. This is Ashman on the blast, cuts it back. Ashman slips a tackle and is brought down at the 5. A 14-yard pickup for Sean Ashman.
First down, Hastings. 1st and goal to go. Ball spotted on the Albertus Magnus.
Sean Ashman now has 9 carries for 50 yards. 1st and goal. Solustri gets it to the left. End zone. Touchdown, Hastings. It's 25-7. Jackets now in complete control of this game.
And with about 11-11 left in the game, the score: Albertus Magnus 7, Hastings 25.
Nicky Solustri now has 5 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. He's really come into his own these past 2 games. Good snap. Kick is up and blocked.
Kick was blocked. Is no good.
So the score remains 25-7.
Hastings to kick off.
But with that, the Jackets take complete control of this game, and if they can hold on, they'll clinch a berth in the sectional playoffs. This is the first time in Hastings High School football history that Reynolds Field has been lit up by lights and played and had a football game played here at night. And it was made possible by Real Estate Mortgage Network Incorporation of Dobbs Ferry and Joe Myers. So Hastings tips their hat to him and offers a special thank you. It would not have been possible without his donation. Hastings kicks it away. Ball dies at the 25 and is picked up. Running left, tripped up at the 33 as the ball came loose. No whistle was blown on the play, and Hastings may have recovered. Albertus Magnus retains possession as they wisely fell on the ball. That would have been their 5th turnover of the ball game. The Falcons will start off from their own 35, 10:51 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
35-yard line.
I think they're going to throw right here. I think they're going to start throwing.
Well, if there's a time for Albertus Magnus to break out the shenanigans and the pass plays, it's now. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Pitch right. Bersequo's going to get stuffed in the backfield. Jackets have done an outstanding job of stopping Vladimir Bersequo. He has 4 carries for 2 yards here today.
63, Robert Owen.
Second down and 12. Ball now back at the Falcon 33.
By the loss of 1, to be 2nd and 11.
Pitches to Fahey, running left, and he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Huge loss on the play, as the Jacket defenders just came flying up and made the tackle. Loss of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 18 yards to go from their own 29. The Falcons taking their time getting to the line here. Hastings in control with a 25-7 lead. Here comes the blitz, and they run a reverse. They're going to get stuffed in the backfield, though, as I guess they ran the reverse a bit too slowly. A loss of 6. And it'll be 4th down and very long.
Nick Silvestri. 4th down and 25 to go.
It'll be 4th down and 25 from their own 18. So a punt situation coming up. Jack Logan back to receive, along with Timmy Bragg. Kick is away, takes a bounce, and this will be Bragg from midfield, running left, and is brought down at the 44, where the Jackets will start.
Receiving that kick, number 5, Tim Bragg. Hastings ball, spotted on the Albertus Magnus, 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down and 10 situation coming up for Hastings at the Falcon 44. They're just looking to eat up the clock here, as 8 minutes are remaining on the unofficial clock. Flags fly before the whistle, before the snap.
Flag on the play.
Timeout called by Albertus Magnus.
Timeout, Albertus Magnus.
I can't see the clock. First down and then
Sometimes midway through the 4th quarter, when the game is over, at least realistically the game's over, one team may be blowing out another, the team will call a timeout, send in their 2nd team unit. It doesn't look like the Falcons are doing that here, though. So I'm not exactly sure why they called the timeout. Jackets have played a very disciplined game today. Only one penalty against them, and that was a 15-yard clipping call. Besides that, very impressive, especially considering the weather conditions. First down and 10 from the 44. Logan Wright, pickup of 5.
Number 13, Jack Logan. Gain of 5.
So he gets inside the Falcon 40.
I'm going to come down.
And it looks like the Yellow Jackets are sending in some of their second team guys. It'll be second down and 5. They pounded to Ashman. Pickup of 3.
Ball carried by number 33, Sean Ashman.
Third down and about 4 to go.
Third down.
From the 38. Seven minutes showing on the unofficial clock. Hastings leading 25-7. Third down and 4. Blake Considine on the keeper. Slips his way through some tacklers. And the ball came loose. But a Hastings Yellow Jacket fell on it. That was Noah Berger recovering the fumble. And the Jackets have the first down.
Fumble recovered by number 29, Noah Berger. First down, Hastings.
So that keeps the chains moving. Unorthodox way to get the first down, but it works. First and 10 from the Falcon 30. Right side to Tavasto. He just bowls his way forward for 6. Good hard run by Mike Tavasto. Couple more second unit guys check into the ball game for second down and 5. Ball's down to the Magnus 27. Bragg's going to take it himself, and he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Pickup of a yard on the play. It'll be third down and 4.
Third down.
Joe Meyer, along with Real Estate Mortgage Network. Very special thank you. Goes out to them. Ball came loose. Hastings has recovered, so they'll retain possession, but it will be fourth down and 6 to go now. Fourth down, 6 situation coming up here. The Falcons looking for a stop. Jackets at the 28. Now an official timeout. That's the 4-minute warning.
This is the 4-minute warning. 4 minutes remaining.
So now officially 4 minutes remaining in this football game. Well, the rain has finally come to a complete stop. It would have been nice if it happened 2.5 hours ago. 4th down and 6. Bragg's gonna keep it running right. Gets wrapped up and knocked out of bounds before he can reach the first down, so they turn it over on downs.
No gain on the play. Albertus Magnus takes over. First down.
Well, after that first Albertus Magnus Falcons drive, they've been stopped on 10 consecutive drives. So the Jackets haven't allowed any points on 10 drives. Very impressive job by the defense here tonight. There's a timeout on the field.
Football apparel. Make sure you get all your 2002 Hastings football apparel from the 1st and 10 Club at the gate to the cement stand.
Don't forget, October 11th, for Friday night in Dobbs Ferry at 7 o'clock, the Hastings Yellow Jackets will take on their rival Dobbs Ferry Eagles under the lights in what's anticipated to be a very exciting football game. Hastings versus Dobbs Ferry always is. They didn't have that matchup last year. They couldn't fit it into the schedule. So it'll be the first time they meet each other in 2 years. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Back to pass is Duffy. Look, and the pass well overthrown.
Incomplete pass. Second down.
Falcons quarterbacks are now 3 of 12 for 65 yards. They've thrown 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. Hastings looking to move to 2-2 in league play, which would clinch a berth in the sectional playoffs. The Falcons will drop to 0-3 in league play. 2nd and 10. Fires, pass is complete, and they pick up the first down, 12-yard pickup, as Duffy hit his man over the middle.
Stop made by number 54, Ryan Malone.
Ryan Malone on the tackle. .310 remaining here in the second half. It's been all Jackets. 1st and 10 from the 40. Duffy to pass again, under pressure, lets it go, almost intercepted by John Dubin.
Second down.
Keith Fagan has been up high in the sky, bringing you the beautiful camera angle as we're here under the lights, which was made possible by Joe Myers of Real Estate Mortgage Network. 2nd down and 10. Duffy drops back to pass. lets it go left side. Pass is complete. And they get a 17-yard pickup. Nice pass by Duffy.
Down, Albertus Magnus.
Duffy now 5 of 15 for 93 yards. Clock is winding down, 2 minutes 30 seconds showing on the unofficial scoreboard. Duffy, screenplay, ball comes loose, but it's an incomplete pass because it was a forward pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2002 Hastings Yellow Jacket football team want to thank you for coming this evening. This is an historic event. The first night game played on Reynolds Field.
Second down and 10 situation coming up for the Falcons. They're down to the Jacket 44. They come out, split right.
Timeout.
And they were confused, so were the Jackets. They call a timeout.
Once again, I remind you that the time on the scoreboard clock is unofficial. The official time is on the field.
Jackets definitely have to be pleased with tonight's effort. They came in, played a hard-nosed, dirty, got dirty with all the mud, but played a strong football game. Score showing in their favor, 25-7. And it's rather refreshing. They started off the season 0-2, getting blown out in 2 games in a row. But last week at home, they defeated the Woodlands Falcons 33-6. Now they're beating the Albertus Magnus Falcons 25-7. So 2nd and 10 now for the Falcons. They come out with trips to the right from the 44. Duffy fires it right, and it's a halfback pass. They throw it long, incomplete. Nicely defended by Timmy Bragg. Third down. Just trying to get something going, maybe get a little bit of positive momentum, something they can work on for next week. Third down and long. It looks like they're running the same play. This time Lewis decides to run with it, and he's breaking a couple tackles, still on his feet, now brought down after a pickup of 10. So at that, Lewis has his 10th carry of the game. He's got 55 yards on the ground. First and 10 for the Falcons from the 31. Minute 35 showing on the unofficial clock. They come out in that same formation with trips right. This is Lewis trying to get away from people. Throws back to the quarterback. Duffy's got it at the 15, and he's down to the 11. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if it's going to come back. It will. Holding against the Falcons. That time Jack Logan read the play. I guess it's kind of easy to do it after you run it 5 million times in a row. 25-yard gain by the Falcons. And holding is a tough penalty in high school football. It's a spot foul. So this will knock them back to first down and 25 from the Hastings 49. Jackets have their second D out there, and they're going up against the first offense of the Falcons. So this would be a nice victory for them if they would not allow any points here. Pitch left. It looks to be the reverse. Slipping some tackles. He wants to throw the ball. Now Lewis is finally going to be brought down by Hastings. That's Marshall Mawson on the tackle. After all that, it goes for a loss of 2. Second down and 30. And a timeout called by the Falcons. Eight seconds showing on the unofficial clock. So this ball game just about over. Once again, we want to send out a very special thank you to Joe Myers and Real Estate Mortgage Network for making this historic event here at Reynolds Field possible and donating the lights. And it worked out great. You can't control the weather. You know, you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't control the weather. But we got an excellent turnout here. And the field really looks beautiful with the lights. Once again, thank you very much to Joe Myers and Real Estate Mortgage Network. Second down and about 32. We'll see what the Falcons have up their sleeve here. They pitch it right, halfback pass, fired across the field, intercepted by John Dubin, and he's streaking down the field. Dubin's still on his feet, gets a nice block trying to spring him, and he's brought down at the 43, but that will do it as the sophomore gets a big interception. That ends your football game. Your final score, Hastings 25, the Albertus Magnus Falcons 7, and Hastings has clinched a playoff berth as they dump the icebox on head coach Joe Vaccaro.
Please go home carefully.
Well, it's been a pleasure doing this broadcast. For Keith Fagan up high in the sky, I'm Charles Berger. We'll see you next time.